9 cognitive biases that are secretly running your life. Right now, in just the last 10 minutes, you've probably made a decision you felt completely sure about, and there's a real chance it wasn't actually your decision. It was a bias wearing your voice. Your brain makes about 35,000 decisions a day, and it can't carefully examine all of them, so it runs shortcuts instead. 9 of those shortcuts are quietly steering your relationships, your money, and your judgment right now. Stick around for number 7. It's the one almost everyone does before lunch without ever noticing. These aren't abstract, they've been measured in courtrooms, hospitals, and boardrooms, quietly changing real outcomes for real people. Number 1, confirmation bias, the tendency to notice and remember information that confirms what you already believe, while quietly ignoring everything that contradicts it. If you think a coworker dislikes you, you'll register every short reply as proof and forget every friendly one. This is why two people can look at the exact same evidence and walk away more convinced of opposite conclusions. Your brain isn't lying to you, it's just showing you a curated highlight reel of what you expected to find. You'll see this anytime someone searches only for reasons a diet works, a stock will rise, or a partner is being faithful. The search is rigged from the start because they're not looking for the truth, they're looking for validation. Number 2, negativity bias. One piece of criticism can outweigh 10 compliments because your brain evolved to prioritize threats over rewards. A missed predator was fatal, a missed berry bush was just a missed snack. That imbalance is still running today, which is why a single harsh comment can occupy your mind for hours, while genuine praise fades in minutes. It's not that you're overly sensitive, it's that your threat detection system never got the memo that most modern criticism isn't life-threatening. It's why a performance review with 9 strong points and 1 weak one gets remembered almost entirely for the weak one, and why 1 bad review can outweigh 50 good ones in a customer's mind. Relationship researchers have found something similar. It can take roughly 5 positive interactions to offset the emotional impact of just 1 negative one, which is why small daily kindness matters more in a relationship than the occasional grand gesture. Number 3, the sunk cost fallacy, continuing something because of what you've already invested, not because of what it's actually worth going forward. A bad relationship, a dead-end job, a movie you hate 2 hours in, the time already spent feels like a reason to keep going. But that time is gone either way. The only real question is whether continuing is worth it from this moment forward, and biased minds almost never ask that question cleanly. It's the same logic that keeps people in a college major they've stopped caring about, or finishing a 5-season show they haven't enjoyed since season 2, because quitting would mean admitting the earlier time was wasted, when really it was just spent. 4 down, 5 to go, and this next one might be the most expensive bias on this entire list. Number 4, anchoring. The first number or piece of information you encounter quietly sets the frame for everything after it. A jacket marked down from $200 to $80 feels like a deal, even if $80 was always the real price. Negotiators use this constantly. Whoever names the first number usually wins, because every counteroffer gets measured against that initial anchor, not against what's actually fair. Real estate agents use this on purpose, showing a slightly overpriced house first so the next one, priced fairly, suddenly feels like a steal by comparison. The second price never changed, your perception of it did. Number 5, the halo effect, assuming that because someone is good at one thing or simply attractive, they must be competent, trustworthy, or right about everything else too. It's why attractive people get more benefit of the doubt in job interviews, and why a charismatic speaker's bad ideas can sound convincing. One positive trait bleeds into your judgment of everything else about a person, whether or not it's actually connected. It's why well-dressed job candidates are consistently rated as more competent in interviews, even when their actual answers are identical to a candidate dressed casually. Number 6, the Dunning-Kruger effect. The less someone knows about a subject, the more confident they tend to be, because expertise is exactly what's needed to recognize your own gaps. A little bit of knowledge feels like a lot until you actually go deeper, which is why true beginners often argue the loudest, and true experts are usually the ones saying it's complicated. Studies on this exact effect found that people who scored in the bottom range on grammar, logic, and humor tests rated their own ability as above average, not because they were dishonest, but because the same skill needed to perform well is the skill needed to judge performance accurately. In workplaces, this is why the most confident voice in a meeting isn't always the most accurate one, and why quieter, more qualified input can get talked over, simply because uncertainty wrongly sounds like incompetence. And here it is, number 7, the one I promised you at the start, present bias. It's the pull to overvalue an immediate reward over a much bigger one later. It's why saving money is hard, why the gym membership goes unused, and why one more episode always seems more urgent than tomorrow morning. Your brain isn't bad at math, it's just built to treat now as more real than later, even when later is only a few hours away. Offered $10 today or $15 in a month, most people take the 10. Offered the same choice a year from now, $10 in 12 months or $15 in 13, most people happily wait the extra month because neither reward feels now yet. Number 8, the availability heuristic, judging how likely something is by how easily examples come to mind, not by actual statistics. After a shark attack makes headlines, beach attendance measurably drops for weeks, even though far more common accidents kill more people every year. Your brain substitutes how memorable is this for how likely is this, and the two are rarely the same thing. This is also part of why doom scrolling distorts your sense of the world. If your feed shows you 10 disasters a day, your brain quietly concludes the world is getting more dangerous, even during periods when, statistically, it isn't. And number 9, the last one, self-serving bias, crediting your successes to your own skill and effort while blaming your failures on bad luck or unfair circumstances. Ace an exam, you worked hard; fail one, the test was unfair or the teacher graded harshly. It protects your self-image in the short term, but it also means you learn less from failure than you could, and it shows up in something as small as a group project, where if you ask each member privately how much of the work they did, the percentages will almost always add up to well over 100%. None of these operate alone, either. A single decision can be shaped by 3 or 4 of these at once, stacking quietly on top of each other until the original judgment barely resembles objective reasoning anymore. The good news is you don't need to memorize the name of every bias in the moment. A simpler habit works almost as well. Whenever you notice you're completely certain about something fast, that's exactly the moment worth pausing on. Certainty that arrives instantly is often bias moving faster than reasoning ever could. None of this means second-guessing every small choice. Checking your email for typos doesn't need a bias audit. It matters most for the decisions with real weight: who to hire, what to believe, what to spend money on, who to trust. Slowing down there just slightly is where awareness actually pays off. So think back to that decision from the start of this video, the one you were completely sure was all yours. Go back through these 9 and see which one was actually in the driver's seat. None of this means you're broken. It means you have a normal human brain, running efficient shortcuts that occasionally misfire, and the moment you can name the pattern, you get a choice you didn't have before. If any of these sounded familiar, follow for more psychology that actually explains how your mind works.